Hello everyone, my name is Bygl and welcome back to another episode here from Create Above and Beyond. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day today. Look what I figured out over here. So we're gonna continue trying to figure out some things from the quest book here. Let's go to alerting expedients just to see what's happening, right? We need to figure out a lot of things within here. We're not gonna be like rushing through this, but whenever I have an idea of what I wanna do from these things, we're gonna slowly start progressing through it, right? And so, for example, I wanted to figure out how to do the quartz crystals here, and I think I've got a pretty decent system. Basically, what you gotta do is you gotta spout these things 12 times total, I believe. What you see over here is 12 spouts, because apparently these things just like leave the items here when they are not being actually spouted, and they wait for their turn and then they are done. Look at that, that's so cool, that's so convenient. And then you can uncraft these. I don't remember how to do that, it's been a second. I think you milled them or something. So you put them into quartz, and yeah, quartz plus sand creates 2 Certus quartz seeds. So from every single one of these, we can make 2 more seeds if we have the sand, which is not a problem in our world. So yeah, and if we just make a feedback loop for this, it's gonna totally work. And now there's a few issues with the system, as you can probably already observe, such as the water not being brought into the system in a relatively speedy fashion, because we just have this single pipe over here, which is very slowly pushing water in. So what we're gonna try to do to remedy this is we're gonna probably put a fluid pipe for every single one of these things, just so it can actually be fast enough and work the way it is intended, which is gonna be difficult. But the way we're probably gonna do this is by using this. If you do glass fluid pipes like this, and then I'm gonna also need to remove all of these other ones like this, just so I can start setting this up, just so you guys can see. If you turn them into glass fluid pipes and then you put another pipe, it doesn't connect, so we're gonna have a separate pipe leading into the water for every single one of these pipes, which is gonna be expensive. It definitely is going to be expensive, but overall I think it's gonna be worth it. Alright, just to give you guys a rundown so you have visuals, this is kind of what I'm imagining right here. Also, I think it's gonna look kind of cool when it's done, because look at this, lots of pipes, lots of orange. I think it's pretty neat. Gonna need to figure out a way to decorate it so it looks kind of like something and not just some random pipes, but I'm sure we'll figure something cool out. Anyway, in the meantime, this is kind of the idea I'm going for. I opted against doing a line into every single one of these. Instead, we're gonna try to see if we can do it every 3. 3 things connected to a single thing, 3 things connected to a single thing, at the value total. So we have 4 like modules of this, like this, with a tank kind of just as a buffer in every single one of these. We'll see if it will be fast enough or not. Also, something I should show you guys, look at these toolboxes. I'm actually starting to sort my inventory out finally. So we have like a red toolbox for the redstone stuff, brown for the andesite things, blue one is for the water stuff, which I'm setting up right now and using as well, and it's very convenient to use, and I'm happy that I did it. Anyway, tangents aside, we're gonna need pipes on every single one of these. This one to bring water into the buffer, and this one to pull it out. I'm just gonna need to figure out how to connect those. I'm sure we'll be fine once it's actually figured out. There we go, 1 for each. I think I'm gonna power these remotely, kind of like this, using the conveyor. We're gonna get a thing of these things like this, and then cogs. I need cogs, give me cogs, there it is. 1 for each, kind of like so. I'm just gonna quickly connect this up to see if it's gonna work. Come on, let's go, buddy. Like this. And everything seems to be running as it should. These ones don't have the correct thing, so I need to make like a hole underneath so it actually has water that it can pull from somewhere, because right now it does not have that. But there we go, that's now fixed for this one, also this one. Sadly, however, with just this one button thing running very slowly, we already are at 100% strength capacity. So what we gotta do is we gotta opt out for a better power source other than the good old water wheel. Luckily, we do have somewhere in my mess of an inventory. We have sails, and we have windmill bearing. No, all of these things look the same to me. Windmill bearing, yay! Alright, so this is how it looks at minimal speed. This is without any gears or anything, and yeah, it's rather slow. So we definitely need to overclock this thing a little bit. Alright, our speed before was 3 rotations per minute, now it is 8! We went up in the world. Yeah, I always forget that actually having more windmill sails does increase the speed, so I just put in a few, and it's already like almost triple the amount we had before, so yeah, I guess we're moving up slowly at this thing. Also a cool thing, if the system somehow fails or something, and it creates a crystal earlier for some reason, I don't know what that's happening and it's concerning me, it does actually just let the item pass the spouts, because it doesn't have a spout recipe, which is awesome, so it kind of fixes itself like that. Okay, before we continue on the Certus quartz factory that we have, I want to try out one thing. So let's move this. This needs to be broken, replaced. Basically what we're trying to do here is we're going to try to make a few precision mechanisms to see if we can make a brass machine manually without all of the infrastructure, just to see how hard it is. It's probably going to be a little difficult, a little finicky without the infrastructure, but still. I need this. We need a cog, is what I'm looking for. Brown toolbox, cog. Love having all of these things on hand at all times, it's awesome. There we go. I'll put that in. Molten iron is in. And it should be getting pumped into here, indeed. Okay. Now we just need a little bit of sandpaper. And we need to use this to polish the thing, rose quartz, which we get like this. Probably just gonna use normal quartz, because it's very easy to get. We're gonna get a bunch of rose quartz. Let's get all of that in. This we're gonna polish manually. That's weird. I have 3 arms! Oh my goodness, I'm a Frankenstein's monster, no! Maybe I'm doing it the other way around. No, that did not help. That's fine though. Okay, so we can do 8 per single paper thingy, and then we need to splash it with the iron. And ta-da, we get electron tubes. So that is the important thing, the important ingredient for the precision mechanisms. Over here we have a bucket worth of molten iron, and actually it doesn't use that much of it, which is awesome to see. So we might actually be able to make a few mechanisms. Let's see. We're also gonna need a whole freaking assembly line, because it doesn't work without one, and a screwdriver, which you make pretty easily, actually, pretty easily. Alright, just very quickly to see if this actually works. So what's actually the thing that we put in? Is it the mechanisms that get adjusted? Yeah, the kinetic mechanisms. That is easy, that is fine. Let's pull these out. Let's see how many of these we actually have. The production of them has probably stopped at this point. For some reason, because it's kind of getting like locked in for no reason. Yeah, there we go. I need to fix that, because it stops working for no reason every once in a while, but we have way more than plenty enough. It's not working? What? Why is it not doing the thing? Do the thing, dude. Deploy electron tube, deploy electron tube, screwdriver it. Why is it not deploying? Oh, there we go, it was just in the wrong mode. So nice, it does the thing twice, and then, oh, whoops. Then you put a screwdriver into it, and finish it. Okay, and that's how we will be making precision mechanisms once we actually, automate this. Consider automating this item, the game says. A very good piece of advice, if I do say so myself, but I just want to make a single brass machine, so I'm going to repeat the process here. There we go. And all of that work for 8 precision mechanisms, and then with a brass casing, we can make our first brass machine, which is going to help us finish this little contraption here. Put it in. Oh, that's not how we put it in. Oh, okay, it's not hot. That's fine then. How do you put it in? Is it this? It is this. Okay, awesome. Combine it with wood of your choice. Boom, brass casing. And combining it like this Chris, the first brass machine ever created. Brass age reached. Awesome. And now we're gonna put this in for a mechanical crafter. How do you make one? Does it require something special? Oh, you get free for a single crafting table. Okay, now we're talking. Now that is a deal I am happy to take. There we go. Automated assembly. We're gonna put a hopper here. We don't need anything fancy yet. The hopper should do just fine for what we need. Switch this over to here, and with a single line like this, I believe this whole thing is gonna be done. Alright friends, so here it is. Here's the finished product. This is how it looks. Pretty much going for the same style as that and that, of course. But this is how it turned out. I think it's pretty cool seeing all the stuff work as you are looking at it from here. Let me just give you a little bit of a tour, right? So we're gonna start off from the beginning. This is how you see the building approaching it. We have the windmill, which is powering the whole thing. And we also have a stress and speedometer. I kind of want to slap these all over the place so we know how efficient we are as far as things go. You can see that we are using 100% of our stress capacity. There we go. And we are rotating at 48 RPM, which is the final one, I think, after all the changes, hence the stress. So indeed, there it is. Kind of went for kind of like a staggered type of tower, kind of just give it a little bit more character. I think that turned out pretty good. Here you can see we are collecting a bunch of seeds, which are slowly being pulled, and after that they get placed over here into the barrel and pulled out once again, as you saw before. And this is how the back of the building looks. Very industrial, very technical. I really like having the 4 different pipes drawing in water. I think it actually looks really cool. But that is how it looks. We're not going to be seeing this part of the building too much. We're mostly going to be seeing it from the other side. A bunch of mahogany leaves, kind of just to give it a little bit more overgrown character. I went for bricks instead of straight dolomite for this building, and I think I'm going to change all the buildings to match it because it looks way better. I don't know why I refused to texture the other ones, don't ask me. But I already did the changes on this building as well. Added a little bit of brick action. The only thing I'm kind of unsure about is this orange blob on the roof. I don't know what the purpose of it is. It doesn't cover up like any machines or anything, but it's there kind of just to give it a little more character and color. I mean, I already placed it there, it might as well stay there, right? But yeah, as far as design choices, yeah, we have the rock base and all of that, and it's working really great. We can actually sneak peek over here to see how many Certus quartz we have, how many things of Certus quartz, and this number remains mostly the same. I noticed it's mostly the same all around. However, the seeds are still getting increased. So once this is full, it's gonna stop uncrafting them, and it's gonna stockpile the crystals. So we just need to let this thing run for like 20 hours and then we might actually start getting some. So let's mark this off in our quest book as well. Alluring experience, alluring experience or expedience. I cannot read. Expedience, there we go. So we indeed did do the water thing, and now we have access to crystals. And that is that. Oh, I need it to be in my inventory. Let me just quickly grab it from our amazing new building. There we go. One of these. There we go, that's done. Put it back. Finish the quest. Like so. That's done now. And that's 1/3 of the whole thing done. After that, we just need the iron and the sky stone. So that's gonna be the next 2 episodes, probably, unless we decide to do something else as well. We might do a whole building episode as well, kind of just to cover up the contraptions we already have, right? But that's about it as far as important things go. How about we have a little bit of fun? Look at it, right? Where is it? Sky Slime Sling. This thing is so much fun. And Slime Sling. And this is how you make them. They're pretty easy to make. You just need a congealed slime block and a little bit of slime of the same color. Same for the blue one. And look at this. How do these work? Charge up, aim low, get flinging. It's been a second since I used them. Hiya! This is our fast travel that we're gonna be probably using. And you can pick up some, like, silly speed. Like, let's try this. Whoa! Oh man, you also should get boots, skyflying boots, while using these, as it does hurt quite a bit. Sky slime boots? No? Slime boots? Anything of the sort? Yeah, there it is. Oh, you need specifically ender slime, so until then this is gonna be a dangerous activity. So long! Woo! Vertical speed is not the greatest usually. Also leaves being in the way kinda sucks. Oh, whoops. Whoa! There we go, but you can pick up some great vertical speed anyways. I need to eat food again because I'm killing myself real quick. We also have this sky slime one, the blue one. Charge up, let go, get back in the air. So how does this one work again? Yeah, this one is more straightforward. It's kind of like a dash, right? You can think about it. Still, without sky slime boots or feather falling or anything of the sort, it's quite dangerous to use. But, I mean, look how much fun traveling is around with these. So good. Okay, friends, we're gonna do just one quick mini project to end off the episode, since we have a little bit of time still. We can do like 600 seconds, I guess. I guess we can just keep going. Like, there's no limit on this thing. Yeah, so this would be like 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes, this would release a redstone signal. Man, that's slow. So that's cool. The idea is, though, what we're trying to do here, to kind of explain, because I feel like that is an important thing to do on a YouTube video, is I would love to have a sort of moving decoration. Since we're already playing with a mod which is meant for, you know, making moving parts and whatnot, how about we make some moving, evolving decorations? Alright, so we're definitely gonna get a water wheel, and we're gonna get the running, like so. And then it's gonna run into a gear shift. I actually would kind of want this thing to be as slow as possible, though. That's still relatively quick. Dang it, okay, that's fine. Is it really that quick with just 2 pieces of water? Dang. Didn't know that. We're gonna get a clutch right into it, and then we're gonna need a gear shift, aren't we? Give me my gear shift toolbox. Why did I place you so far away? Gearbox is what I meant. That is what I meant. Gearbox, make it a vertical one like this. Slap it onto it. Then we're gonna get a mechanical piston over here. Make it go the other way around, like so. And then a single thing of a extension pole in here. And that is pretty much the redstone done. Now all I need is a block. There, that's correct. With the timer. Okay, so I haven't done this before, but from what I remember, if you put super glue into your offhand and then you place blocks, they should be getting glued auto-magically. So, glued, yep, that works. Glue that to that, this to this. And basically, this is on a 60-second clock right now. We're just gonna make a little bit of a rock formation. Kinda like this. Let's get a couple of rocks like that. 2 like that. Let's give it a cool look. We're gonna try to do kinda like the rocks we have on our single player world in vanilla. And maybe one like this, one like this. And then, when the timer goes off, the whole thing gets moved down very slowly, like this, and boom. So basically what we're gonna have is kind of like these rocky decorations all around, right? But they are going to very slowly shift and change. So every time you look at them, they are a little bit different than what you would remember. Also, that doesn't work. We're gonna need to use probably stairs and that type of stuff more. Alright, mockup 2, proof of concept. Don't fail me now, baby. I know we work. Just a little bit of patience. What? No, why is it not glued? I guess this should fix it, right? Just something like that. Maybe there. And then it should be a-okay. Stick! There we go, now it's gonna be good. Oh, okay. Oh, working with superglue is it's an experience for sure. Now we can't use walls on the higher parts, sadly. which is a little bit of a bummer. I guess I could retexture this. Oh no, don't break the whole thing. I guess I could retexture this like this, maybe, because I'm using a lot of andesite and not a lot of the other block. Alright, there we go. And it shifts a little bit, like that. Almost walked into the iron factory, and then it stays like this. And then after a while, a minute passes, and then it's gonna shift down again. What you guys think? Do you think we should get more of like this type of decoration around the base, or should we try to focus more on the tasks of the mod pack itself? You guys let me know, because I think this is a cool little experiment that we can play around in, and this doesn't need to be just like rock roll formations. We can do, you know, evolving custom trees or evolving buildings and that type of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to your guys' feedback on this, see what if you guys like it or not. We might do more of these, we might remove it, we'll see. But until then, that is going to be the end of today's episode. That is all the time I have for it anyway. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to be more consistent with this series, because sometimes we get more episodes, sometimes we get less. You know how it is though. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.